Hi, so my topic is Montessori instruction or parental involvement. So more specifically, I'm looking to see which one has a bigger effect on students' academic achievement. This is important to know because um, it can help address the achievement gap or opportunity gap that we're seeing in the United States. So this is important information for like policymakers and school boards and such like that. So it can give them kind of like an insight on whether a specific teaching strategy or parental involvement has a greater effect on reducing the achievement gap that we're seeing. So before I dive into the three positive impacts of parental involvement on students' excellence, I'm going to talk about the Montessori method and kind of dive into that for a little bit. So, a historical perspective, Maria Montessori, she was a physician and an educator. She started the Montessori method. She opened her children's house, which was essentially a Montessori school for children in a low socioeconomic community. And these students saw great advancements and achievement in their academics while in her school. So, a little bit of some of her philosophical perspective and some educational ideas. So, first, she really believed the students responded best with love and respect and, encouragement. And some of her educational ideas, some of her biggest ones was students learn through sensory experiences. So they're learning through sight, hearing, touch. So a lot of her curriculum has to do with students completing work, um, physically working, um, to help them develop cognitively. So, kind of a critical analysis, while I think, you know, sensory-based instruction and um, teachers scaffolding and encouraging students' uh, independence and responsibility as a member of society and showing students love and encouragement and respect helps definitely significantly helps them academically. And so much so that we're seeing it outside of Montessori schools as well now. We're seeing it in traditional schools too. So it definitely has great effects on students' academic achievement. It's not in my opinion, not the leading factor that is causing some students to excel and then some community school, like student communities, to not do as well. Um, what could help reduce this achievement gap that we're seeing is more parental involvement. A lot of these studies that are comparing Montessori students to traditional students are showing that at times, yes, Montessori students are doing better, but this isn't so much because of the instruction, but more likely because there's more parental involvement or or something as around those lines are creating that academic achievement. So the three key points that I'm going to be addressing revolve around parental involvement. These three key points are strategies that schools and teachers can incorporate to help students achieve academically. So the first one is parent school community involvement. This could be through like PTA, but it doesn't even have to be through something as structured as PTA. It could just mean parents making a, you know, like being present in the school building at various times during the school year. Parents just doing something as simple as that can kind of send a subconscious message to children. Oh, my parents are taking my, education seriously, so should I. So it might help them achieve more. Also, parent-teacher involvement. This can mean, you know, more uh, parent-teacher um, communication through meetings or through phone calls, um, just to give parents an update on students' development in the classroom or whatever it may be. Maria Montessori did something interesting where she instructed the parents on the development of a child from birth to so on. And this just kind of helps parents give a better understanding of what they should be expecting as their child grows and physically and cognitively. Another thing that parent involvement can help with is student-teacher relationship. Um, so, for example, if a student is struggling behaviorally in a classroom, um, the parent, the teacher can tell the parent can talk to the student at home, and this will likely help build a better student-teacher relationship. So these three key points can be incorporated or encouraged more by policymakers and uh, school boards. Programs can be put into place to encourage these three points to help students to help reduce the opportunity gap that we're seeing. So